Welcome to Tiny Classrooms Live.
Dr. Don Zalou here in Taos, New Mexico.
And I'm the HR guy, Artie Nathan, here in Las Vegas. And our topic today is something I read in the New York Times today.
Yeah.
We're not wired to be this alone. Man, what's that mean, Don, when we're alone? What's a scientific term for
Well, normal alone is just normal alone. But in this case, we want to use the term isolation. This is really isolation, isn't it?
Yes, it is. When this first started, I thought, well, we could do this for a week or two. Now it's not that easy, but people are adapting well to what we're calling social distancing. Isn't that an oxymoron?
Yeah, it kind of is an oxymoron, and it's become very popular right now. But it really refers to isolation, and social distancing. It really means a sense of isolation. It feels threatening. It can feel unnatural and frightening even to some people. And the longer it goes on, the more it affects our sense of well-being and security.
And this threat of distancing really is making loneliness seem more a part of our lives. How do we mitigate loneliness?
Well, a number of ways. We've begun to mitigate it through this social and digital communications, like we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a supplement. It's not a substitute for real human contact. It's in a pinch, and it's an alternative. But it may even be. It's not the new norm, but it might feel like it in the short term.
I was reading today also that Facebook, which has always encouraged their employees to have face-to-face meetings,
right,
and communications,
right,
is struggling with this social distancing itself. So if they're having trouble,
yeah,
I imagine the rest of us are having trouble.
Yeah, they are. So some of the ways that we can mitigate this, in regular communications, when we're not on lockdown, making eye contact is central to effective and good communications. And we have to make sure in this two-dimensional version of communication that we really do make eye contact. It's easy in this vehicle to not be looking at each other, but we have to make sure that we are, even remind the other person to look at me.
I mean, I'm looking right at you on this screen. It's not the same, but it's better than looking away. That's for sure.
It
I
sure
also
is.
think that the quality of your voice
Yes.
in these communications is so important, because that's really what we have to remember. The passion and the enthusiasm in your voice. It's important that people get those senses going.
It is. All of forms of our communication, the way we look, our body language is perceivable through this vehicle, but certainly with our voice, we want to paint a picture, if you will, with our words, so that the other person's brain and their senses have to work to keep up with you. They have to work to pay attention.
That's interesting. And I think you have to work hard to telegraph your intentions,
yes,
and your emotions.
Yes, you do.
This is a two-dimensional framework, and we're normally used to 3 dimensions.
That's right.
So making sure that we reach out and touch people through this digital format is really important.
Yes, it is. And so digital contacts and virtual contact cocktails, if you will, can lift the longing urge just so much. We want to make sure that we really stay in touch with people, really commit to being in touch.
That's really important. As we're 3.5 weeks into this and 30 or more days to go, This isn't easy. And so make sure that you're really communicating with others, reaching out effectively, and letting them know through all of your actions and all of your senses how you feel.
And that goes for us too in these little Tiny Classroom Live episodes that we have. We really sort of want our voice to go with you, the impressions of what we say to go with you, for you to be thinking about it and utilizing what we're suggesting, even when we sign off.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us again. As usual, we encourage you to check out the rest of what we write and do, and you can go to the ARTE of motivation
or to Facebook, Dr. Don Zalou, with some of the stuff that we've written there about leadership and management and a variety of other things.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.